What's up everyone, my name is Grizzly and welcome back to the channel. It is time for the D12 Elite Battle. We are at Erangel, perhaps it looks like tonight. 67 players in the room already. 11:35 is the start, so stick around, don't go anywhere. Enjoy the soundtrack until we are back. This one is called Watch the World Burn by Paul Flint. Time to start taking a look at those lineups, guys. We are early in the room, so we can take a look at the full lineups before we get this game started. In slot number 1, we've got Team Blind with Nick, Psycho, Soldier and X-Pain on tonight. I'm expecting a good performance from this team as always. In slot number 4, it appears we've got Team Alter Ego with Scar God, Nuka OP, Scar Shadow and Monolithic on their lineup tonight. In slot number 6, it looks like it is a Skull lineup with Ashish, Spartan, Ninja and PZQ. Team Oath are on tonight, guys. On slot number 7, they've got Explosive, Damon, ZMN and Blaze on tonight. In slot number 8 is Team INF with Bunnies, Avistar, Cartoons and Fang in their lineup tonight. Looks like Team Executioners, perhaps. Let me confirm that for you guys. I can't tell which team this actually is, but they have a clan tag of X and they've got Crazy, Madara, Lucifer and Zeddy in their lineup tonight. On slot number 10 is Team Thug with Snay, Marksman, Charge and Rohan on tonight. Team D12, the hosts, are on tonight. On slot number 12, Zal, Zaddy and WG Kronos is on tonight on their lineup. STW on tonight as well. Stark, Leon, Divine and Naresh. Only 3 players in so far, maybe waiting for their 4th one to come in. Team Myth is on tonight, guys. Skazi, Myth Devil, Vansh and Ibiza on their lineup tonight. Team Marcellus back in today with that same lineup we've been seeing in this room, more or less. B, Dreamer, Torpedo and Mitron coming in. Mitron, I'm not sure. Or is it Mitro? I'm not quite sure. But excited to watch Team Marcellus perform tonight. Team TOW is on tonight as well. On slot number 17, they've got Gagan, Devansh and Piyush on tonight. And slot number 18, guys, is Team D2K with Demon, Frank, Simple and Slash in this lineup tonight. Excited to watch them and cover that action. In slot number 19 is Team RB with Ryder, Bad Daddy, Alpha and Punisher. Team IGNT is on tonight with RXB, Jelu, Turbo and Shadow in their lineup. In slot number 21 is Team RDB. They got Bosco, Ash, Hash and Augie in their lineup. Team Raw is on tonight, guys. Zero YT, Dexter, Death and Neotox. Looking strong, that lineup. Expecting a good performance from them again. Team Slay is on tonight as well. Savage, Priest, Matrix and Carnage on tonight. MGM is in the house, guys, with San, Lucifer, Cypher and Happy on slot number 24. And in slot number 25, I can't quite tell which team this is, but it's got Kunal, Flaka, BK, the Deadman and Boss. As that was immense, that was immaculate timing. The game has begun exactly at the same time, so don't go anywhere, guys. Stick around. We'll be back covering this action as soon as the plane takes off, and of course until the very end of this match. So don't go anywhere and I'll be back. Looks like the plane has taken off and it's time for us to get straight to that plane path. And this is what it looks like, starting over at the northeastern part of this Irangel island, down all the way to the southwest. So pretty much starting at Stolber and going over a little bit to the north of Primorsk. So what are the options? Teams will definitely jump Yasnaya Polyana. It'll be a little bit messy, to be quite honest. Teams might even jump Kemishki a little bit further northeast of the plains. Starting point 70 is an option for teams. Rozok an option. School might be hot, and so will Pachinki. Georgiapol containers an option as well. And Gatka, Quarry, Primorsk, Ferry Pier, all possible options. So I'm expecting a good spread across this map between the 89 players who managed to make it in. 23 teams are going to be fighting it out tonight in the D12 Elite Battle for the chicken dinner. So we'll start taking a look at where the teams have decided to jump, and in slot number 1 was Team Blind, a little bit split up, 4 players in, my apologies, and split up completely. Soldier has gone completely northeast, close to Kamishki. Nick is at this few houses on the northeastern shore of this island. Psycho doing the same a little bit further down south. And the last player is in fact in a fight. It looks like he is up against MGM, and he's got 2 players down. And X-Pain will go down trying to take that 4v1 fight all by himself. He had no one for cover. Did a good job, it has to be said, knocking 2 players from this MGM lineup. But of course a 1v4 situation is a difficult one. So a daring move, if I'm being honest. And this plan from Team Blind to split up right at the outset may just backfire on them a little bit, as they are forced now to continue on this match with just 3 players in. In slot number 2, we got Team Rook, it appears, who have jumped Rozok, and they don't have anybody for company for now. But Rook's lineup tonight, guys, they've got Maddie Funk, Kinetic, YT, Rosh RR, and Gabby. Perhaps a Karma lineup in slot number 3, which we did not cover earlier, and they are currently down southwest. A little bit north of Quarry, again separated out, but not too many teams with them, so should be alright for now. They have got Ignite, Nizam, DC, K, and Abiberg in their teams tonight. Over at Georgiapol Containers, we do have a couple of teams face to face, and one of them is Team Myth, and Vansh is knocked. He's being revived by his team member. The team that they are fighting is the Skull lineup, as Ashish here in a position to take more shots on them. Team Skull making their move in. They know that Team Myth is down a player. ZQ getting a knock and a finish as well with that shotgun, as the rest of Team Skull moves in. Ibiza is falling back, and that's the right thing for him to do right now, because he doesn't have too many team members for support. So he's doing the right thing here, falling back towards Myth Devil. And just consolidating for now. So Team Myth will be forced to continue with just 2 players in. Devil has a nade in his hand. He is cooking it just right, and not falling where he was hoping it would. That was a good nade from one of the members from Team Skull, but not being able to secure a knock did a little bit damage on Ibiza, as a couple of members of Team Skull have made the push, maybe expecting that nade would have done a little bit damage, making their jobs a little bit easier. Ninja just trying to jump on top of this ledge and get a third-person peek from up on top as they make the move in. And Ibiza with that shotgun tried the best he could. This is going to be a 1v4. And Devil managing to pick up a couple of knocks, but in the end, Team Skull really outnumbering him. Good performance. If Devil had at least another team member to stay with him, they could have had a different result. But for now, it looks like Team Skull have picked up that first squad wipe, and they are the winners of the Georgia Pole container fights, picking up a kill count of 3. Over at South Georgia, it looks like we've got Team Alter Ego on slot number 4, and next to them is Team Thug as well. So neither team getting into a full-blown fight yet, but I do expect that the situation will intensify. Further down south is Team D2K as well, in the south side of South Georgia Pole, the city. Just trying to pick up some loot before things start to get a bit more serious. Thug Marksman here is taking shots on Slash with that M16 A4. He got a 3-time scope on it, and not being able to do considerable damage. Down at Pachinki, we got our Team RDB up against the team that is on slot number 5, and I want to confirm which team that is for you in a second. This does look like a myth lineup perhaps, but Myth's Kazi getting into the wrong slot perhaps. Nonetheless, they've got ORBs, Taser God, Piddleminger, and Skazi. Three players in tonight at Pachinki up against a full RDB lineup. RDB Hash manages to get a knock on Myth's Skazi with that UMP9 as he tried to fall back, tries to do more damage and perhaps even go for a finish, but Taser God will be able to pick up that revive. Meanwhile, Bosco will get a knock on Piddleminger, and this could be trouble for team number 5. Taser God just about gets that revive going, but he needs to fall back further because RDB is flanking them from both sides. You can see the advanced position that Bosco has already taken. RDB here taking down a couple of players, and it's going to be down to just Taser God from the ORB. Comes face to face, goes prone on the ground hoping to pick up a knob, but RDB were too OP with that push, picking up that squad wipe in Pachinki, and they are officially the winners of the Pachinki fight. Further north, close to 70, this is the IGNT lineup at shooting range for now. No team kills to their name, of course. Haven't met anyone yet. Jelu is in a car, and perhaps that will be their way out from this position. Team Marzeles look like are going to be setting up a bridge camp down south here between Millie Base and the bridge close to Ferry Pier. On the other side of that bridge, however, is Team TOW are making their way in. So expect an encounter here. And Gagan here just trying to run that car off course, but couldn't do it, as our TOW's Manveet will make it in with that US. Takes a lot of damage and makes it out of there somehow. And meanwhile, MRZ's Dreamer gets suffers a knock at the hands of one of the TOW teams. So Team TOW moving out in 2 batches really. Manveet taking the first US. The rest of the TOW lineup are still on the bridge and have some work to do because Marzeles has all their players almost, and I'm pretty sure Dreamer will be up and about in no time, as you guys can see on your screens. He will pick up that heal as well. Manveet has a role to play here. He is on the other side of this bridge camp. How much damage can he do on Team Marzeles and just weaken that bridge camp to allow the rest of his lineup to make it through to the main island. Over at South George, it appears that the fight has intensified between teams Thug and Team Skull, and it looks like Team Skull may have won that fight. Yes, I can confirm the team that was on the Georgia Pole containers made their way in to South Georgia. In fact, this fight has happened on the Georgia Pole, the South Georgia Pole mountain. Ninja is down. He is getting revived as I speak. But for now, it looks like they have managed to pick up the squad wipe on that team that landed at South Georgia. It was Team Thug. We definitely did see Team Alter Ego here as well, and it looks like they have in fact moved over to the North Georgia Pole side and are right now in a fight, but I believe it was Team Oath who just took down. And we have tuned in just in time. Team Oath taking down what appeared to be Team IGNT that was at North George with them. That was the first squad wipe for Team Oath, picking up a kill count of 4, but they need to watch out because Team Scar, Team Alter Ego, my apologies, have made their way to North George Pole. An interesting ploy from them. Scar Shadow is on top of this hill trying to get a view inside this building to get updates and information for his team. Hey, what's up, everyone in the chat? Great Ninja, Go D2K, thanks, great for being here. Adityan Manoj, how to get in this? Bro, you can contact D12's Rex, he's the right man. Karthike Kagra, please spectate Team Flackerback. Bro, do you know the team slot number? I will definitely do it. I did see someone with that name today in the room, but I can't remember which lineup it was in. Elsewhere, it looks like Team Blind are in a fight with Team Raw, who have suffered a couple of knocks at the hands of Soldier from Team Blind. Death and Neotox are bleeding out. Dexter and Zero YT have to figure something out here. I wonder how they're doing positionally. Zero YT here is falling back into a more defensive position. And in comes Team Blind. In fact, Zero YT doing well to pick up 2 knocks. And Psycho with that jump shot confirming that squad wipe on Team Raw. In fact, a good performance from Zero YT, I have to say. He managed to pick up 2 knocks on Nick and Soldier on their way in. This was a 3-member squad, remember guys. So if Psycho did lose out, that would have been an exit for Team Blind. But it was not to be. Psycho with that jump shot over this broken wall, picking up that squad wipe. And Team Blind will pick up their first squad wipe of this match. It was at the hands. It was Team Raw who was at the receiving end of that. Back over to North Georgia Port. It looks like Team Oath have lost a couple of players. Explosive has been confirmed, and Damon is bleeding out. Shots come in from Scar God, who will pick up a knock on Oath ZMN as he vaulted into this building with that Tommy gun. Oath Blaze has some work on his hands. He needs to go for a revive because expect a push from Team Alter Ego for sure, guys. They have in fact flanked this building from all sides, as you can see on your screens. Scar God with an absolutely OP view up on top of that ridge. Monolithic and Nick OP, Nuka OP, my apologies, on the other side. Meanwhile, they have managed to pick up 1 revive, and Damon is going to bleed out. It looks like there is no scope for him to get picked up. But ZMN and Blaze are back on their feet and suspecting a push coming in. But Team Alter Ego haven't moved in at all. We got so many people in the chat. Thanks so much, guys. Karthike Kagra, Team Flacker. Do you know the slot number? Because that will be easier for me out. Is in the same floor as you turn right towards the staircase. Scar God definitely trying to confuse Team Oath with those footsteps, trying to make them think that they are making the push, and sometimes trying to elicit the nades to come out a little bit early and avoid taking that damage when they do actually push in. Aryan Agarwal, what's up, Aryan? Thanks for being here. Show STW, you bet I will in a while. Midun D2K Survivor, thanks for being here, Survivor. Machane says Nasif Naz, thanks so much, Nasif, for being here, man. Sanju PM, big fan, Grizzly sir. Matrix here, what's up, Matrix? Thanks for being here, man, appreciate it. Please stick around and let me know in the chat which teams you want me to cover. If you guys know the slot number for Flacker, please do tell me. I will go straight there. Income nades here, but not doing any damage, and this one is going to be a little bit cat and mouse. I think we should head over and try to pick up some of the other action. It looks like Team Skull have moved further down to the South Georgia Pole, as we did see them a little bit earlier. And they have picked up a total of 11 kills. They did jump Georgia Pole containers where there was only 1 team. But following that, it does appear that they have moved over to South George and have wiped every team there as well. picking up a kill count of 11. A good performance from Team Skull, led by Ashish, who's in their lineup tonight. Here, I understand, is the leader of Team Skull. Doing well so far and looking strong for the rest of this match. Scargod here back at North George. It looks like that will be the end for Team Oath, as the stream has just paused, guys. Apologies for that brief introduction. I will try to get this back for you. But the update certainly was that Team Alter Ego have won the fight at North Georgia Pole against Team Oath, as the kill feed now updates. So we are going to head over straight to the next fight, where it appears that Team Karma have completely wiped Team D12, the hosts of this room, who were playing with Kronos in their lineup. They haven't suffered any knocks at all, so well played by them. They picked up a team kill count of 4 now in this settlement. As you guys know, famously, this is down at the foothills of the Georgia Pole Mountain. And what's this? We got Team Blind, who are not too far away. In fact, they are closer to Team Skull, and this will be an interesting fight for us to watch. It will be a 3v4, so Team Skull definitely with that man advantage. And Blind deciding to set up camp just outside of hospital. Perhaps have seen Team Skull here. Nick will pick up a knock on Sparta with that M416. And will get a finish on him, as well as Ninja has made his way all the way to the settlement. PZQ will find himself in a spot of bother. He has his tree for cover for now. Will get the smokes out if I were him as well. And another example of that insane M416 recoil control from Nick from Team Blind. That finish on that member of Skull was almost instant. It was Sparta who was bleeding out here. PZQ has a job on his hands to get back into the squad house. And smoking it all the way in. He doesn't want to take any chances. Expect the shots to come in, guys. And Blind Nick will pick up that knock as well. So that is some impressive M416 spraying from Nick yet again. The whole team now joining in and trying to get shots on Team Skull as they struggle to consolidate. But the good news is that PZQ has made it in despite getting knocked and will get revived. Team Blind will consider pushing this in a vehicle. In fact, on foot it appears is Psycho. Would not recommend that if I were in Team Blind. And Soldier doing the right thing here, bringing a Dacia in. But shots coming in immediately. Angry shots from Skull. They will be upset about that finish. Psycho giving them that cover fire. And Ashish will pick up a knock on Soldier just as they moved in. In comes a nade, and this could be trouble for Team Blind. Does a little bit damage to both those players, but not being able to secure a knock. Soldier is back up, so this equation is restored. Psycho is in the most advanced position. PZQ throws a nade in, does a little bit damage to Psycho, but not being able to secure a knock. Ninja is flanking in from the left. Another nade doing a lot of damage to Nick, who immediately goes for the revive. But the second follow-up nade from Ninja will pick up a knock. And Psycho is inside this house, and Soldier trying to prioritize that rev. In comes a molly, and look at this flank from Ninja. And Team Blind have completely smoked this house, but Ashish has made his move in. They don't want to allow that revive to happen, and forcing Team Blind to continue on this fight with just 2 players in. But it looks like Nick is up. He's got a first aid going as well. Perhaps Skull are out of their grenades. And what a nade that was, taking a damage on every Blind player. Look at those HPs, guys. It's just a matter of one more nade as Ninja picks up a double knock. It is down to just Nick. What can he do here? And Team Skull thoroughly outplaying that situation. The nades were too OP for Team Blind to recover from those nades coming in inside the house, behind the wall. Excellent nades and excellent rotation, excellent flank. Team Skull really doing well, picking up the kill count to 14 and eliminating Team Blind from this match. What a performance we have just seen here, guys, and it's not easy to eliminate a team like Blind. but Team Skull here making it look easy here with those blind in the end, forced to throw out those smokes, and somehow Nick even getting revived, but that last nade did so much damage, and a follow-up nade got a double knock, tipping the scales really for Team Skull. Nick really had no choice in the end, up against 1v3.
और मैं रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ गेम, ठीक है?
गाड़ी है ही।
Let's try to get an update from some of the other teams, guys. It looks like Alter Ego have now made their way into the Georgia Pole squad house. And if you guys have been following my stream tonight, I did a stream at 9:30, I did a stream at 10:30, and both those matches had some insane fights right here at the Georgia Pole squad house. So I wouldn't be surprised if we are in for more of those action. In fact, all three rooms that I did, the DMR, the RDB, and the KDK and the D12, the zone did in fact end in and around this Georgia Pole squad house, forcing teams to push in. There were times when there were three teams fighting at the same time, and those fights lasted almost 10 minutes. So I'm excited about more of that action. Team Alter Ego for now are in the Georgia Pole squad house. Team Skull here making their way in. They are in a mood for aggression tonight. They have lost Sparta earlier on at the hands of Team Blind, but are now looking to climb that Georgia Pole mountain and maybe make their way into the play zone on foot. Speaking of Georgia Pole mountain, Team Marcellus is already here, have taken position and are waiting to play this King of the Hill battle, and will be up against Team Skull shortly if it's just a matter of time. In slot number 9, it is Team EX and only one player surviving. It is Crazy, and he is not looking great for loot either, guys. He's got level 1 vest and a level 1 helmet and a UMP9 and a VSS. So GG's to you, bro. Solo squadding it with that kind of equipment cannot be easy. Over at Water City, it looks like we have Team MGM who are in a fight against Team number 3, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the Karma team. The Karma team, in fact, falling back. Interesting strategy. 4 players, 4 cars. Really giving them the flexibility to stop anywhere inside the zone. Use the cars for cover. Save a couple of cars and even plan for an exit when they need to. A smart strategy, in my opinion. For now, happy to just hit up this house outside of ruins. Team Skull here dangerously close to that last player from team number 9. I wonder if Ninja will spot him. He may have already heard the footsteps. He is outside that house, going prone on top of this ridge. What is Crazy got on his mind here? It's got a UMP9 up against the Skull lineup. I give him no chance, guys. No disrespect to anybody, but those odds just don't work for me. Ninja is going to make this push in. And Skull Ninja with a jump shot. Crazy going down immediately. Well played to Team Skull. It looks like Team Karma here have hit up this spot now outside of ruins where Marcellus might be camped up. As Mitron will go down with that DP spray from K. Torpedo goes down as well with that M416 spray from Pubg as MRZ are reduced to the last player. It is Dreamer who's on the other side of the road. And he's up against a 1v4 as well, as Marcellus now looking weak and possibly at the verge of being eliminated from this match. Team Karma are wary about the 4th player and are trying to search for his position. And it looks like Pubg did spot a Dreamer from across the street, and with that M416 has confirmed that squad wipe on him. And just as this fight has ended, it looks like Team Skull have approached the same settlement. Ninja leading the charge again, but this time not successfully, getting knocked, and will try to get a finish. PZQ gets a reverse knock, this time on K. So even Stevens here, both teams suffering knocks. Karma are down to 2 players. Team Skull also temporarily down to 2 players, but Ninja looks like he might get revived as he is in cover, and PZQ does do just that. Ashish will get a knock through that window with that spray from his M762. So Karma Nizam going down, and Ninja will confirm that kill as well. This is now down to a 3v2 as Abhiberg goes down. It is down to just K, who's got an M762 in his hands. And Team Skull are looking unstoppable tonight, guys. They have picked up 19 kills already and are not showing any signs of slowing down. They're just going squad wipe after squad wipe. It's time to head over now to Team INF, where it looks like they are in a fight against team number 15, which looks like the RB team. Team INF also with an impressive performance tonight. 12 kills already to their name. Team RB in that house, as you guys can see. I'm not sure if they've fired shots already. Change of strategy here as MGM shows up behind them, and they need to figure this situation out, as potentially can get sandwiched is Team INF. Fang is in an open US. Avistar here trying to figure things out. M16A4 shots on MGM Happy. But the good news is that they are in the play zone. So it's down to our last 4 teams, guys. 13 players in, as it looks like it's going to be a Ruins last zone. I'm not a big fan of this space, I'll tell you that much, guys. There's way too many angles, and there are way too many ridges to take care of. Way too many objects to take care of. And you really need to play a game of patience to be able to pull off a chicken dinner in a Ruins last zone. Nades can be pretty influential as well, and those bolt action snipers will come in handy for those of them who have it. For now, MGM San with a 4x scope on his Car L, trying to get a peek on members of Team INF. So the 4 teams that are in are Team Skull, Team INF, Team RB, and Team MGM. Team Skull have already picked up 19 kills to their name, yet to make their way into the play zone, as you guys can see in the northwest side on your screens. Team RB are definitely wary of Team Skull. It appears that they are aware of their position. Team Skull making it into the play zone on foot, and Team INF here taking shots on them. INF fan Q getting a little bit damage on Ninja with that DP28. With that distance, it's really hard to lead those shots, if you guys know what I'm talking about. More shots coming in, and Ninja is low on HP. I'm trying to figure out which team is doing this to him. It could be Team RB as well. Ninja needs to get that first aid going as soon as possible. More shots coming in, and Ninja might just get knocked over here. He tries to get out of that situation and will make it somehow. Goes prone almost immediately. So the zone has shifted again, and this has done well so for Team MGM. The rest of the teams are outside. RB here pushing in boldly with a US, 2 players only, and coming very, very close to team number 8. Who will put shots on them, and the rest of Team RB have been pushed by Team INF. Cartoons, and the player that is next to him, I'm going to confirm that name for you. It is Avistar. So they've picked up those 2 kills, and I think RB are down to just 2 players, as the zone forces all teams to move into this congested little space. INF is still looking in full strength. I can't say the same for Team Skull, who have lost Ninja. Ashish is in a buggy, but no sign of PZQ. Where is PZQ? He is in a completely different position, in a completely different car, making his way in as well. MGM here. MGM Happy will pick up that knock on Skull. Ashish as Team Skull get reduced to their last player. MGM down to the last 2 players. And that will be the end of 4 Team Skull, who exit this match on 4th position, not finishing in the top 3 despite that solid performance. Elsewhere, INF Cartoons will confirm the squad wipe on Team RB as well. So we are down to our last two teams. This is a 4v2 between teams INF and Team MGM. INF with a significant man advantage. MGM have to do some thinking here. Okay, secure an early knock perhaps. But suffering a knock here could be crucial and costly for Team MGM as they are already down to the last two players. Happy trying to take shots on that member of Team INF, not being able to secure a knock, however. MGM San has taken some damage, but that first aid is up and about in no time. It's Fang who is a real threat to Team MGM. As you guys can see, he's got a DP28 in his hands with a 4x scope. He is definitely aware of the exact position of Team MGM's Happy. A long throw nade. Can this do the damage? A well-positioned nade from Bunny almost made it all the way. Team INF are drawing strict boundaries for Team MGM and not allowing them to push in. As you guys can see, Avistar here with that molly, letting MGM's Happy know what his boundary really here is. And Team MGM look like they are going to be in a little bit of trouble because the zone is going to push them in. And as they come in, they get instantly wiped out. And this is going to be a chicken dinner for Team INF tonight. A total team kill count of 20. INF's Avistar picking up 3 kills. Bunny picking up 2 kills. 4 kills for Cartoons. And INF Fang picking up 11 kills in tonight's D12's Elite Battle. Well played and GG's to Team INF for picking up tonight's chicken dinner. Shout out to Team MGM for finishing second, and in the end the play zone playing spoil sport really, forcing Happy and San out of their places of cover, and of course straight into the fire for in front of Team INF. But well played nonetheless, and GG's for finishing second. Happy picked up 3 kills, Cypher picked up 2 kills, a total team kill count of 5. In third spot is Team RP, who managed only 3 team kills overall, but bagging that third place is which is not an easy task to do in the D12 Elite Battle. If you guys have been watching this on my stream lately, you guys know how competitive this room can get. But well played and GG's to Team RP for picking up third position. I have to talk about Team Skull tonight. I just have to. They didn't finish in the top 3, but what have they shown us tonight? They managed to pick up a total kill count of 19. Ashish with 3 kills, Sparta with 2 kills, Sparta getting eliminated earlier on, so they really had to play this game with 3 players. Ninja with 6 kills and PZQ with 8 kills. They showed no fear, guys, pushing team after team after team. They played this game as if they were playing a classic match for fun. Managing only 4th spot, however, but entertaining everybody on my stream for sure. So huge shout out to Team Skull for finishing 4th. I'm going to take you guys through the rest of the standings for you all to see how your teams have performed. And I will be back shortly to announce tonight's MVP, guys. So don't go anywhere. Enjoy the soundtrack, and I'll be back. And it looks like tonight's MVP is going to be INF Fang, and no prizes for guessing this one. 11 kills to his name, playing a significant role in his team, picking up tonight's chicken dinner. Well played, my friend, for picking up tonight's MVP and for those 11 kills. That's all for tonight, guys. Thanks so much for the 7 folks who are in the chat. I really appreciate the support that you guys have been giving me. If you guys enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. Click on that subscribe button if you think content like this will be fun for you to watch. And the bell icon as well, so you get notified on when I go live. I usually stream Elite Custom Rooms between 8:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. every night. So be sure to subscribe to my channel to get notifications about when I go live. But for now, guys, that's all from me. Thanks so much for watching. A happy Independence Day to everyone on this stream. On your way out, enjoy the soundtrack. This one is Watch the World Burn by Paul Flint.
Retribution against the system. Taking a stand, this wasn't enough. We the people expect a time to change the world for us. Living in a fantasy, taking everything away from me. Losing faith was a reaction to your miscalculation. Waiting to watch the world burn. Waiting to watch the world burn. Until we build up resistance. A reaction to your misconception.